What's up, YouTube? Hey, it's me, Big Moe, and guess what? I'm still alive and I do not have coronavirus. It's Labor Day weekend, and as you can hear, it's totally pouring behind me. But this video has been long overdue because I haven't been around, as most of you know, and I want to touch bases on that. This video really doesn't have much to do with hunting, fishing, or camping, but it's just kind of tell you where I've been and what's been going on in my life, and I just want to fill you guys in. But before I get this video started, I want to take a minute to thank each and every one of you guys for the emails, pictures that people have sent, encouraging me that you guys love these videos, and I always enjoyed making them. You guys understand why they had to stop for a very brief, well, I guess it's a little longer than brief, but for a little short period of time. But I'm back. Let's get this damn video started. Alright, welcome back. As you can see, I put together an intro. Actually, that was put together a long time ago. That was supposed to be my late season hunting video. And I figured, what the hell, we might as well just use it on this one and just keep it going because I kind of like it anyway. But like I said, I want to thank each and every one of you for the encouraging words and the emails. And I still remain to get pictures to this very day. People still send me pictures and things. And that's absolutely awesome. I'm so happy you guys like these videos, and I always enjoyed making them for you guys. And nothing's going to change. There's going to be hunting videos this year. Let's get down to business. Let's just take a big jump back in the time machine. We'll go all the way back to buck season. What the hell was going on with me? As you guys know, I came up empty-handed, as you saw in my last video. The very last video I made was rifle hunting up at Wasp Nest Camp and stuff, and I came up empty-handed. And I had great intentions, you know, because I thought it was really going to play off to use Pull-Ox bow and get one in the late season with it. So I wasn't really disappointed. And then as time got closer to Christmas, you guys all know my buddy Pull-Ox from my very first videos I started making. He was in quite a few of them, and he ended up with cancer, and as Christmas was approaching us, he just started really getting in really bad shape. And in the beginning, in archery season, I said I was going to dedicate my hunting season to Pull-Ox, and he was a very good friend to me, and I had to dedicate it to him in a different way, because after Christmas it came, he was getting so bad that I didn't really get to hunt. My hunting was pretty much nil and void. I really didn't hunt very much at all. I tried to spend as much time with him as I could. His friend Louie and his girlfriend was spending a lot of time with him. And whatever time they couldn't spend, I did my best to try to get over there. So when I say I dedicated my hunting season to him, I guess I kind of did. But the late season came and went, and I didn't get a deer. But I didn't let it get me down, because I did something for a good friend, and Richard Tarnaski ended up passing away. And it's devastating to lose a friend and not being, you know, old enough to die, in my opinion. I mean, you shouldn't be dying in your early 60s. And cancer is a terrible thing, and we lost him. And he told me if anything ever happened to him, that he wanted me to have that crossbow. And he knows that I pretty much gave up my whole second season to spend with him. And I still have this crossbow. It's still here at the house. And come hell or high water, we were going to shoot something with that damn crossbow this year. If I have to live in a freaking blind to do it, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get it done for Richard Tarnasky, my buddy, a.k.a. the Bullock Man. We're going to get it done. Rest in peace, my brother. I love you. And I think about you on a daily basis. And you will never be forgotten by me or these videos of Moe's Hunting Fishing the Camp. But that's pretty much what happened with my late season as far as the hunting. It didn't really happen. I got out a couple times. It was very brief, and I totally didn't have any luck. I ended up working. My company knew that I couldn't get unemployment, and I had saved money all summer long. And then, of course, you guys know my wife left me in November, and they offered me to work a little bit here and there to try to keep my bills paid and stuff. We actually ended up working a little more than what I honestly expected, and the money that I saved, I did my best to try not to spend it. You know, I just sat back and I tightened my belt. I wasn't out blowing money on stupid things that a single guy would probably run out and do and go chase women and all that bullshit. And, you know, I just went to work and took care of my stuff at the house, and I never even made up to the Wasp Nest. I mean, I was really nervous because I never paid the bills in this house with just one income. You know, I always had my wife's income to help me, and it was taking on something new. But you know what? I ended up getting through it, and as time went on, things just kept getting better and better for me, as far as financial wise, as far as, you know, some peace of mind went with it. Me and my wife are not at each other's throats. You know, like I said, we have a daughter together that I love very much, and she was just actually here at the house yesterday, and we had a picnic and everything, so we got to enjoy each other's company. And as luck would have it, which I wasn't expecting it to happen, it was sometime towards the end of January, I believe it was. I had met someone. We were not dating or anything. We were just friends and drinking some beers together on Sundays when I could actually go and have a beer. And her name's Heather, and I would say probably by the end of January we actually went out for the first time, and you know, we acquired a friendship, and it turned into a little bit of a relationship, I guess you want to call it. I mean, I guess I'm her boyfriend, she's my girlfriend, whatever the hell you want to call it. But she's a totally awesome chick. She's real down to earth. She loves to fish. She loves to drink beer, and those two things go over pretty good with me. And no, but all seriousness, I really like the girl. She's pretty awesome, and she checks in on me every day because she knows I have health issues and things, and it's a little bit of a peace of mind to know that somebody is calling here on a daily basis in case God forbid something would ever happen. So I have a lot of respect for her. She's a very good person, and in a future video, you're going to get the opportunity to meet her. I'm quite sure that's going to happen. Well, as time went on through the winter, and we really didn't have much of a cold, super cold winter to where we had good ice fishing. Never even got to go ice fishing this winter, and it was, like I said, I was planning on doing some ice fishing and doing different things, but it never happened, and we was working as much as we could, and I took full advantage of it. I worked as much as I possibly could, and I made as much money as I possibly could, and I saved as much money as I possibly could. And lo and behold, I think it was the very first week of March, sorry for the thunder in the background, but this thing called the coronavirus hit. And lo and behold, they called me up and said, hey, we're shutting the whole turnpike down, we're not going to be able to work, you know. And they did. They shut us down from March until I did work one day in April, and then we ended up going back full time in May. And I had a lot of time on my hands, and I had a lot of time to think back on, was there things I could have changed to make things not go this way or whatever. But the the more I thought about it, everything in this lifetime that could happen to you happens for a reason. And God knows it happens way before you ever know it ever happens. So if something happens, it was meant to be, and you just gotta pick up the pieces and push forward. And that's what I ask God for on a daily basis. I say prayer every day, and I don't ask God for favors. I don't ask for things. I just ask God to point me the right way, and that's what I try to do. And I keep pushing myself for success and to get through everything. And hopefully in time, things kept getting better and better for me. I had a girlfriend at that point. I was working. My bills are paid. Things are getting better. And then, like I said, Heather was really big into fishing. Trout fishing came along, and I wanted to, in the worst way, make a Big Moe's Hunt Fishing and Camping video, have Heather in it, go take her trout fishing and the whole 9 yards. The problem was, at that time, I was not legally divorced. And not that I thought my wife was going to totally put the screws to me or anything, but I really just didn't want to shove it down her throat that I was dating somebody else at that point. I didn't want to shove it down my daughter's throat that I was dating anybody at that point, and Heather understood that, and she's been behind me 100% the whole way, and we just kept pushing on. We fished, we caught some trout. Actually, I can show you a couple of pictures of one of Heather with a nice trout that she caught on the opening day. And here's one that I caught on the opening day. Yeah, she's going to be upset because mine's a hell of a lot bigger, and she wanted me to actually get it modded. And the funny thing is, it's still in my freezer to this day. I haven't taken it to the taxidermist or anything, but I probably will because she kind of thought it was awesome that I caught that big trout. But like I said, I probably will end up getting it modded. I just got to get off my ass and take it to them. But the month of May hit, we ended up going back to work, and by the time we got back to work, things were kind of behind because, of course, we missed a couple months due to the coronavirus, and they pushed balls to the wall, to be truthful with you. And we was working, and then we started making really good money. And walleye season came in, and Heather really wanted the walleye fish, and we went out and we did some walleye fishing. On the opening day of walleye, I picked up a nice walleye. I'll show you a picture of that one now. That was out at Palmettoon Reservoir. We fished Mahoney Sportsman's Club quite a bit here in our town of Hillsville. Heather didn't have any luck with the walleyes, but she did do pretty good. I mean, she got a really nice smallmouth. I'll show you a picture of that now. And I ended up catching a really nice big walleye out of Palmettoon. It's actually my personal best. It was 6 pounds, 10 ounces. And here's a picture of that one now. So all in all, we had quite a few fish fries. I had walleye left over from the year before, and time just kept marching on, through the month of May and into June. Work just bumped it up to 6 days a week and just started really kicking our ass, and we was working 70 and 80 hours a week, and we just worked, and there was just no time to fish. There was no time to do anything, and like I said, in July came. I wanted to go up to the Wasp Nest, something terrible. I hadn't been up there since deer season, so I paid Tiger to go up and cut the grass for me, and we ended up making it up there 4th of July weekend. We went up for one night because that's pretty much all I had to be able to do, because I was so behind on housework and things like that. And, you kind of take for granted the things your wives do at home, the dishes, the laundry, the dusting, the mopping. And I wasn't used to doing all those things. And I like to live in a nice, clean house, don't get me wrong. But, you know, I was working, and then you do get a day off, you know, where I was used to running up to the camp, and I was used to going out and doing things, but those things are all taken away from me because now I have to do the dusting and cleaning the frickin' bathroom. My God, guys, thank your wives, kiss her, love her, whatever. They clean the bathroom. It's a terrible thing to have to do. And I have a small bathroom, but it's a pain in the ass to clean, I can tell you that. But but I end up getting through it all, and like I said, I like stuff clean around here. So I mean, I'm always constantly doing something. I'm always trying to clean up, you know, and work. I work. That's my whole entire life. And it was like I had no time for anything. As much as I wanted to invest time and keep going up to the camp, it just couldn't happen. Heavy D, he would call me all the time, say, you know, you need to break away from all this shit. You need to get up Wasn's camp. You need to spend a day and enjoy yourself. And there was just absolutely no time to do it. And it was killing me that I hadn't made any videos. My divorce was finalized at that point, and there was no reason not to make any videos other than I really wasn't hunting, fishing, or camping, and there was nothing going on but, like I said, but work. And you know, all work and no play makes Mo a pretty dull guy, so what the hell's the point of making a video about that? But I ended up sending in, I got 2 doe licenses this year. My girlfriend Heather, she has a nice piece of property where she lives. She's got a ton of deer on trail cameras and stuff like that. I got her into putting trail cameras up and whole 9 yards. And, you know, she's got quite a few bucks over at her place. As far as putting feeders out of Wasn's camp, it didn't even happen this year. I don't even have a trail camera up there yet. I'm like way behind, but on the light at the end of the tunnel is I have never worked ever in my entire life where I worked all winter long. This was the first year it's ever happened, and I think it's a blessing from God that it did happen because I needed the money. But I am very prepared to get laid off this year. If it does happen, which I'm sure it's going to, and I'm well prepared. I still have money to pay my bills and do all the things I need to do, and it's just going to open up more time for me to hunt because they've extended a lot of these seasons. They put an extension in archery in the late season, muzzleloader archery season. They've added some Sundays, as you guys well know, so we're going to have a lot of extra time. We're going to push very hard to get something with Pollock's bow. We're going to do our damnedest to do it. I'm not going to come in year 3 and not get a deer. I've shot a deer every year of my life for years and years and years. And you know, since my accident, you know, I mean, the year of my accident, I get it. I wasn't able to do very much. But last year, the sightings were so low. I mean, it was just sickening. So this is why they did WMUs. If you're not seeing deer where you hunt, move and go somewhere else and hunt. Because that's why they did the WMUs, is because county by county, they knew they were going to kill off deer. And if you bought a county doe license and you it was very limited to where you could hunt in that county, when the deer sightings were low, you were stuck with it. But now with the WMUs, there's more counties in the WMU, so if you're not seeing them in Lawrence, go to Venango. If you're not seeing them in Venango, you know, go to the next county. I mean, whatever county you got to go to, go hunt them hard, do your best, and in the end, you got nobody to blame but yourself. I mean, if you don't do any good because you could have moved and went, you know, no point in sitting beating a dead horse. So I got to make it back up to Wasn's camp. I got to get a trail camera up there. I got to see what's going on up there. As far as the deer, I talked to Vince. I know they planted some food plots, but I was, of course, busy working, and I didn't have time to go up and help the guys, but they ended up putting in some food plots. He said that they really have not been getting very big deer on cameras, but I love Vince. He's a good guy, but you know, he's full of shit, too. You know, I got to tell you if you've seen a big Bullwinkle up there or something, but I'm going to get a camera up there like real soon. I'll probably get up there maybe this coming week and try to get the grass cut or something, maybe hang a trail camera and look for a new place to put a blind. I'm thinking down from where my tree stand is, down over the knoll, when you get down in all that thick shit, I'm going to try to find a place that maybe got some shooting lanes and put a camera in there who knows, maybe that could be a good spot, you know, to see some deer. So we're going to give it hell this archery season. Every minute that I'm off of work, I will be in the woods, and I'm telling you, it will be from dark to dark, like I used to do all the time. And I got one of them 10s units for my back. If I have to, I'll sit in that blind and shock myself half to death. I mean, whatever I got to do to make it, it's going to happen this year, and I'm hoping like hell it happens with Bulldogs Bow. As far as Vince, Demas, and Tiger, they're all in good health. Nobody has a coronavirus. Everybody's living their lives day by day and doing the best they can, and everybody's in good spirits, and that's all we can ask for. I mean, everybody's doing well. You know, a lot of people on emails that asked about them, and just so you guys know, they're doing absolutely just fine. As far as the pictures that people sent from the emails and things, I'm not going to get into them in this video. I don't want this video to be very long. I will start posting them in the very up and coming next video that I start doing. I'm not going to just sit here and keep rambling on, but I owed it to you guys to give an explanation to where in the hell I've been, what the hell I've been doing. Things are good for me. Medically, things are getting better. I go to a new back specialist now, and they're going to do an MRI to check the soft tissue in my spine so they can go to the next step to see what they can actually do as far as trying to either repair it. I mean, I'm not getting on any kind of narcotic drugs for pain because it will interfere with my work. So that's not going to happen. So we got to try to figure something out to alleviate some of the pain. But as far as everything else goes, you know, I'm as good as I'm going to get. I'm as healed as I'm going to get. And I just take life day by day. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys in an upcoming video that has something to do with hunting, fishing, or camping. Like I said, I want to just keep this video kind of short, and I don't want to ramble on and keep beating your ears in. But hunting season's coming. We're less than a month away from the opening of archery, and the plan is to hunt as much as we possibly can. So I will see you guys on the next up and coming video, and I will share some pictures. And don't hesitate, if you got something you want to send in, you're more welcome to. We'll get it out on a video just like we always did. God bless you all. We'll see you on the next one, and you will not be waiting 6 months to see it, I guarantee you that. So you guys take care, and I just want to say, like always, thanks for watching.